Good morning. Today is the fifth part of chapter Molecular Basis of Inheritance plus 2. Next topic is translation. Translation is the second step by which gene expression take place, or you can say by which protein synthesis will take place. During translation, the sequences of mRNA will lead to the synthesis of specific type of amino acids or protein. Translation requires several type of enzymes, and there are two type of RNAs are also required, tRNA and rRNA. tRNA is transfer RNA, rRNA is ribosomal RNA. Here you can see this is the machinery of translation. The yellow one is mRNA, and this mRNA will bring the information from DNA, and ribosome unit is there. Ribosome contain two subunits, small subunit and large subunit. In the large subunit you can see the red one, tRNA is placed, and this tRNA will read the information from mRNA sequences, and it will lead to add the new amino acids. Here you can see mRNA contain the information in the coded form, that is I am reading from 5' to 3' end area: CUC, UUG, GGU, CCG, CAG, UUA, AUU, and UCU, AUC, and the complementary rule is followed by the tRNA. Here you can see GCA opposite to tRNA, CGT will form, and GUU in the tRNA, CAF will form, and this CAA will lead to the formation of valine. So here you can see the different type of amino acids will combine to form a protein chain, and this protein chain is formed as the same information coded present in the mRNA. Next topic is lag operon. Lag operon is the, you can say, operon system is the set of different genes, the structural gene, the terminator gene, the operator gene, which works in close coordination, and it will lead to the formation of a new substance. Here LAC represent the lactose sugar. Here you can see POZYA. ZYA is the structural gene, O is operator area, P here is promoter, I gene will lead to the formation of mRNA. This IPOZYA is the genes that are present on DNA sequences, DNA segment. This I gene will lead to the synthesis of repressor mRNA. I gene will lead to the synthesis of repressor mRNA, and this mRNA will form the protein, repressor protein, and this repressor protein will bind to the operator area, and it will block the synthesis. As the inducer in the second diagram lower area, as the inducer lactose is attached with the repressor, then the operator sequence is open, and this polymerase will run along ZYA structural gene. Z will lead to the synthesis of mRNA, Y and A also will lead to the synthesis of mRNA. Z will synthesize an enzyme known as beta galactosidase, Y will synthesize permease, and A will synthesize transacetylase. This beta galactosidase further break down the lactose sugar into glucose plus galactose. Permease will provide the permeability, and transacetylase will remove the acetyl group, or you can say it will remove the toxic substance from the cell. This lag operon is generally present in E. coli bacteria. So inducer will switch on the operon system. Inducer will bind with the repressor area, and it will lead to opening the active site of operator. Now this is the review of gene expression. DNA in the nucleus contain a triplet codon. Each group of 3 amino acids code for 1 amino acids. During transcription, an mRNA is formed from DNA, and further mRNA is combined with ribosome and tRNA, and it will lead to the synthesis of amino acids during translation. Next is Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project is the mega project and the main aim of Human Genome Project is to identify the whole gene sequences present in human. Means it main aim is to identify the complete genome and the function of different genes present in human body, and how this gene expression will take place. So goals of Human Genome Project: first, to identify all the genes in human DNA; second, to make the genetic map; third, to develop the technology for management of human genome information; fifth, to know the function of gene; sixth, to determine the sequences of 3 billion chemical base pairs; seventh, to store the information; and eighth, to develop the tools; and ninth, to transfer the related technology to the private sector. So these are the main aims of Human Genome Project. And Human Genome Project is a mega project, and it costs for $3 for one base pair, and there are about 3.10 into 3 into 10 power 9 base pair in human body. So it is a very mega project. This project was started by US, and further it is later joined by different countries. Here you can see the cell is extracted from human body, and inside the cell chromosomes are present. These chromosome sequences are extracted, and this information is stored in computer for further studies. There are some issues regarding Human Genome Project. First is fairness in the use of genetic information. Second, privacy of genetic information. Third, psychological impact, reproductive issues, clinical issues, uncertain associated with genes testing, conceptual implications, health and environmental issues, commercializations, education standard, quality control, and patent issues. These are some ethical and social issues related with Human Genome Project. And Human Genome Project will lead to identify the 50% of total gene, and out of 50% of gene present in human body, only 2% gene will lead to the synthesis of protein. Next is DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting is a process by which DNA is extracted from the body and its prints are maintained or formed during a specific technique. DNA fingerprinting or the DNA print is unique for each individual. So DNA fingerprint of children, we can identify the children father mother dispute by DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprint of children should be similar to those of parent, and DNA fingerprint can show which individuals are parent of specific children. You can see this is the DNA fingerprint of different humans, and this is for identifying the actual parental and children relationship. About 99.9% sequences are same, 0.1% DNA fingerprint are different. So DNA fingerprinting is based on 0.1% of that DNA bases. Here this is the proper technique of DNA fingerprint. This is the blood sample, and this blood sample DNA is extracted by second point, and DNA is cut by the restriction enzymes, and this cut DNA is separated with the help of gel electrophoresis, agarose gel electrophoresis. As DNA is negatively charged, when this is placed in positively electric field, then the DNA bands will separate it according to lengthwise, and this separated DNA is pressed on nylon paper, and further this nylon paper is added with DNA radio level probe, and this radioactive DNA probe will attach or bind with this DNA fragments, and this DNA fragments attached with radioactive probe further analyzed with X-ray films, and X-ray photographic film will differentiate the different bands of DNA fingerprint. Here this is the actual image of DNA fingerprinting. Now what are the application of DNA fingerprinting? To link a suspect to the criminal scene, or to identify the dead person, or to find out the paternity disputes. These are the three major application of DNA fingerprinting. Thank you.